I've heard of Renaissance man, but this bloke was some kind of Elizabethan superhero. Alright, mate. Over here for a little holiday, are we? Now, just promise me you don't go like all the other tourists to some god-awful musical dirge down the West End. You want to stuff some proper culture in your lugholes and take in a bit of the bards. Now, the thing about Billy Shakespeare is that some people are put off because they remember their big fat teacher and the big fat books with their big fat footnotes. But you know why I love him? Old Billy Boy invented puking. Now, I don't mean he was the first lad to gulp down too many flagons of mead on a Saturday night. No, he invented the word. To a passionate wordsmith like myself, that makes him a top man. But it ain't just me. We use the geezer's words every day, mate. We just don't know it. You ever been tongue-tied or hoodwinked? Or maybe you think I'm a laughingstock and a blinking idiot and you want to send me packing? They're all from the Bard's Quill. The bloke single-handedly turned the English language on its head and made it the greatest language on earth. Listen, there's 600 new words in Hamlet on its own. And all in all, the beardy bloke made up 1,700 off the top of his noggin that are all household words today. I mean, he even made up the phrase, household words, for God's sake. Oh, do me a favour, love. Now, young Shaky was the rock star of his day, a proper character. He ruffled feathers when he burst onto the London scene in 1592. With one old crusty writer, Robert Greene, calling him an upstart crew. Ha! This hotshot was on a mission to clear out the old school. And he was a proper grafter too, notching up a whopping 37 plays and 154 sonnets. In 1599 alone, he bashed out Henry V, As You Like It, a few sonnets, and still had time to knock off the first draft of Hamlet. Not too shabby, mate. And get this, at the same time, Spiro fathered a few kids, worked as an actor, ran a theatre company, and was a property owner. I've heard of Renaissance man, but this bloke was some kind of Elizabethan superhero. Hey, is there a Pillix Anonymous meeting today or what? Now, don't get me started on those naysayers who say 'cause Shaky was a low-class boy who never went to university, never left the country, and whose parents were most probably illiterate, that he couldn't possibly write all these things on his own. Some even say he didn't exist at all, and a pack of playwrights just used his name as a front to hide their true identity. Snobbery and bleeding nonsense, mate. You don't have to have a highfalutin education to have a gift with words, mate. And anyway, he had a special mechanical weapon on his side, the printing press. Johannes Gutenberg's 15th century machine changed the world for the ordinary man like me and Willie. By the start of the 16th century, printing presses were pumping out in over 200 cities across Europe, cranking out more than 20 million volumes, and by 1600, 10 times as much. The young Will could absorb himself in all sorts of books. Greek tragedies, the Roman classics by Ovid and Seneca, and whatever else fell into his lap, giving him the tools he needed to write about your royal courts, epic battles and foreign cities. Now listen, mate. The Globe Theatre's over there. Don't be a numpty and do yourself a favour. Yeah. That means you get out here, mate.
If you'd like to just press the subscribe button, you can hear more historical anomalies. No, not anomalies, hang on. If you'd like to just press the subscribe button, you can hear more historical facts and stories dealt... No, that's not what I mean either, is it? What was the word I just thought of?